Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Dr. OJ Speaks TV. We are so excited to welcome you into the month of June. This month we're going to be focusing on business. But before I get into that, I want to bring you some updates from Dr. OJ Speaks team. Our channel is taking this show to a whole nother level. We have increased our capacity. Hence, we are going to be bringing you breaking news every single week. We're going to be covering the headlines and getting you updated on the ins and outs of every industry that is relevant to our channel. Secondly, we're going to be continuing on with our conversations as we have been doing, bringing in amazing guest resources, a lot of value to just make our community continue to grow. Finally, this particular segment that we are introducing this month of June going forward is called Ask Dr. OJ. Yes, ask me anything you want to know, as much as you want. Send us an email at dr.oj@hdproglobal.com. I'm sorry, dr.oj@hdproglobal.com. And those questions could be selected to be answered on air every single week. So send in your questions. Ask me anything you want to know or anything that sort of interests you, or you feel like you need us to do some research for you. We'll got you. So before we get started, our episode today is sponsored by hdproglobal.com. hdproglobal.com is our sponsor. Tap in with them on their website for more information about owning your own franchise, getting trained and certified, but most importantly, getting those services that allows you to transform your body and physical appearance in 90 days or less. hdproglobal.com is where you want to go. Don't forget, lastly, to subscribe to our YouTube channel for updates on all things Dr. OJ Speaks TV. Make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on, because every week we are going to be uploading new episodes on our YouTube channel. And also coming through in the month of June, we are also going to be featured on Roku TV. Yes, we are moving to Roku TV. So not only can you catch us on YouTube, but you would also be able to see us on Roku TV all over the globe, on Banky TV. So if you have the Roku TV app, you definitely want to tap in with Banky TV. That is the network where we're going to be featured on. Dr. OJ Speaks is moving on up to Banky TV on Roku. All right, I'll be right back to bring today's episode. Stay tuned. OJ Speaks. This is our news segment, our headlines. So in the news this week, it's so interesting, a lot of things are happening in the world. But the first thing I want to tell you about is Memorial Day. Yes, Memorial Day, we celebrate Memorial Day this week in the United States of America. And this is an honor that is given to families who have sacrificed a whole lot for the freedom that we enjoy as the world-leading nation. So we have wars that have been fought, won, some lost, but one thing that is very consistent with every battle is the loss of lives. So Memorial Day is a time when we give preference and we honor all our fallen heroes. And today I just want to spend some time to say thank you to every military family out there who has sacrificed their lives, their time, and so much for this nation that I call home, the United States of America. Happy Memorial Day to you guys. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I had fun this weekend. I don't know, what did you do? Let me know. Now, the next thing we're talking about is vaccination cards. I know that the last few episodes we have been bringing to you some information about the COVID-19, whether you want to get vaccinated or not. Now in the news, a lot of states are requesting or or demanding for you to present your vaccination cards in several different places. At the airport before you travel, entering a lot of buildings, especially government buildings and facilities, people are now being requested to present their proof of vaccination. So, I mean, maybe that's supposed to help, encourage us to get vaccinated. I don't know what you think. Are you going to get vaccinated? Now that you absolutely need to show proof. Now, the next thing is the war in the Middle East. The war in the Middle East is still ongoing, and there has been a lot of talks about ceasefire. So I just kind of want to bring this news to you guys, just so that you become mindful of what is going on around the world. Just take some time, say a little prayer for the Middle East, so that we can experience some peace. And I think we can all figure out a way, no matter how horrible it is, we can all figure out a way to get along. So let's pray for the Middle East, y'all. Let's pray that there's a ceasefire and all of the killings of innocent people can come to an end. Next on the news is some business news. Stocks. Stocks, digital currency. I don't know what you guys feel like. A lot of stocks in the past few weeks have been very volatile, kind of sending a lot of investors like myself into a frenzy. I don't know. But now stocks are really finding their foot, especially a few stocks that have found a comeback like AMC, because guess what? Entertainment is opening back up. The world is opening back up, so a lot of industries are seeing some returns. So now stocks are taking a leap. This might be a good time for you to get in, don't you think? I don't know, just saying. This is not a stock advice, by the way. No way am I telling you what to do or how to invest. This is just news. Quick disclaimer right there. Finally, let's talk about the availability of digital currency. In the news this week, Apple and Google wallets have access to help you get your digital currency. So now you can use your Apple wallet or your Google wallet to purchase digital currency. I don't know what you digital coin heads out there think about this. Digital currency is fast gaining ground. So hopefully, if you haven't gotten into the game, you might want to get into it, or maybe not. I mean, if it's for you, it is for you. If it's not, it's not. But look, all I'm doing right here is just bringing you the news as I see it. All right, we will be right back for our next segment. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in a few. Welcome back, and thank you for staying tuned with us. Now, let's get to our topic for this week. Our topic for this week is finding your niche in business. Business is something that I don't ever claim to be an expert in. But guess what? I have learned a lot of lessons from the School of Hard Knocks, just from over 15 years of hustling in the streets. You get me? Hustling, literally. So today I'm going to be talking about finding your niche in business. For someone who has ventured into several different areas, off the top of my head, over 10 different areas of interest that I have tried to do business in. Yes, a little bit of money was made, and I did feel like it was successful at the time, but eventually it ran out of steam, because first of all, a lot of those things that I was doing was not aligned with my purpose. It wasn't something that filled my passion. It was just stuff that at the time that I was engaged in it, I just wanted to make money, period. How many people can relate to that? The almighty money, dollar, pounds, sterling, whatever currency you are. So, I mean, that was my driving force until I continued on my journey and eventually understood the significance of not only doing a business or being an entrepreneur, but also finding my niche and connecting and aligning that niche with my purpose. Then I had truly arrived. Now I was in business and I could just do everything I needed to do, and I was ready to take over the world, y'all. So let me give you some of the things that you need to consider, just like I did from my own little experience on finding and just identifying your niche. First things first, what is a niche? An area of interest that allows you to solve a problem or provide a service or product to help people meet their needs. That's a niche. It's very specific, it's very targeted, so there's very specific people who are going to be reaching out to you. So being able to identify your niche is important, because like we know, you cannot cater to everyone. Even Apple or Microsoft, as huge as they are not for everybody. Everybody don't buy no Apple product. I'm an Apple head, so don't mind me. I'm just being silly, and this is no advert for Apple, but I'm just saying. Not everybody is going to be for you. So you have to identify your niche so you can find your tribe, your people, the ones who need you. There is a need for you to feel everywhere. Trust me, there is. Secondly, why do you need to identify your niche? It provides you with clarity. You are very clear on your messaging. You are very clear on what you are offering. You are very clear on what you are doing. Every day you wake up and you're making decisions to move yourself forward, you are doing it with a sense of clarity. And even when it gets cloudy and muddy, it's not because you don't know what you need to do. It's just because you're trying to figure out the best way to get it done. Catch my drift? Another thing is it provides you with direction. You know where you're going, you know how you're getting there, and you're just going to continue on your journey. It doesn't matter who's telling you what, how, when it's happening, where, and where it's, the new thing. Like now we have cryptocurrency and the whole world is running to the left or to the right, and everyone is trying to hit their heads and trying to get into the trends and the waves. But if you have direction on where your destination is, having that niche established in your mind, burnt into your soul like your DNA, will keep you on course at all times, and you will eventually get to your destination. Another thing is allows you to establish your mission and your vision. In order for people to buy into what you're selling, people connect to a message, people connect to a story, they connect to why you're doing something. They want to know your mission for them. And if they find something that resonates with them in your mission, then you have better chances of winning them over to your brand. And that is where a lot of entrepreneurs miss it. They just get in and say, I'm an entrepreneur, now I'm going to do business. And they set up a website and social media without the clear understanding of the right steps to take to establish their niche and their branding messaging. So your mission and your vision needs to be very clear. At Honey Drops Foundation, this is a 501c nonprofit where I'm the president and founder. Our mission is to help elevate, educate, and help families, especially youth, to live beyond domestic violence by providing them with resources, education, and several other things that they can use as tools to avoid the situation of domestic violence. And if they have found themselves in it, they're able to pull themselves out and live beyond it. That is a clear, concise messaging that we have been pushing for over 5 years, and we have done a lot of work in the global community with this single message. So you have to understand what your mission is and your vision is. So when something that doesn't look like what it's supposed to be is brought to you, you're able to say, no, this is not for us. Or you're able to say, this looks like us. We can collaborate with you. We can add this on. We can do this because it aligns with our mission and our vision. The next thing is it allows you, or it helps you to maintain your drive. Trust me, the journey into entrepreneurship is not a race. It's not a sprint. It is a marathon. It is a journey that you hopefully are enjoying, even through the bad and the good times. It's going to be ups and downs. And may I just bust your bubble. Let me bust your brain. More down times than up times. Believe it. For every win, you're going to experience multiple losses. I'm not saying this to scare you, but I'm saying this as a reality. That is life. That is life. And you have to be able to stay the cause. You have to stand behind your brand because you believe in the mission and the vision, and you have a clear alignment with your purpose that allows you to stand your ground, get dug in, and just like we died here, like we ain't going nowhere. Finally, creativity is unlimited when you are within a niche that is fully established. When you have clear messaging, when you have alignment with purpose, your creativity is unlimited. All right, guys, I will be right back, and we're going to jump into some other areas of establishing, identifying your brand niche. My journey in the beauty industry began over 15 years ago. I had a huge passion for all things that looked pretty and nice, just like any girl out there. But I had my struggles as well. I have seen the highs, the lows, and the middle points in this industry. However, this industry has paid me tremendously by rewarding me with over millions of dollars in revenue in the years that I have been in this industry.
Hi, I'm Dr. Oyinka Solajinadu, and I am the CEO and founder of
HD Pro Global. HD Pro Global is a beauty and body wellness organization. And at HD Pro Global, we help women and some men transform their bodies and physical appearance in 90 days or less. How would you say we do this? We offer amazing services, right? And products that allows you to reach your goals every single day. My brand offers hope, confidence in the lives of the people that we serve every single day. And every one of our students that have gone through our programs can testify to the enormous revenue that they have also begun and continue to earn on a daily basis.
Dr. O was a great teacher. She really helped me practice my contour and my highlight. Also, she helped me perfect my lip. It was a very good experience, and I would recommend it to anyone interested in a career in the beauty industry. Since I graduated from HD Pro Global, I have been making money with my own clients. And if you are interested, I recommend you to go to hdproglobal.com and register. Good luck.
Some of our services include our body sculpting services, which goes from laser lipo, cavitation, radio frequency cellulite reduction treatment, and so many other treatments that we offer to help not only tighten your skin, reduce fat, but they also help you reach your goals by ensuring that you develop a healthy lifestyle as you work with us. Another group of services that we offer is our permanent makeup services, which includes microblading, micro-shading, nano-microblading, and of course, don't forget, the combination ombre brows. And we also offer Professional Beauty Institute trainings and certification programs in all these models.
Student with HD Pro Global Beauty Institute. I took the course last year in 2019. The course is very helpful. I took the course with Dr. O. She is a very hands-on teacher. She answers any questions you have.
This is why I created this franchise system, to give you an easy passage, to create a business that would help you help others transform their bodies and physical appearance in 90 days or less. That is our promise that we keep to our clients, and we never fail to deliver. So we ask you, would you like to be a part of this amazing movement, this wonderful team, making dreams come true every single day? Join our franchise program, HD Pro Global Beauty Institute and Body Med Spa, and you will be so glad you did. And we are back on the niche matter. Yes, so let's talk about this niche, y'all. I'm going to discuss a few ways that allows you, or that has helped me, and hopefully can help you hone in on your niche and hunker down and build a successful, lifelong brand that transcends you. At least that is the vision that I have for everything that I do. I want something that's going to outlive me. So when I'm gone, long time after I'm gone, the things that I have produced and created will continue to speak out my name. So I'll be unforgettable. Ha! Yes. So finding or carving, there's two ways to establish your niche. You either find it or you carve it out. I don't know which one works best for you. So two things. I believe that for me, in the niche areas that I operate in the beauty industry and education, I found myself in education, right? When I was working full time. Then that journey took me down a pathway of becoming a PhD holder and all of the great stuff that allows me to be Dr. OJ. But that also helps to set the stage for the things that I am doing right now. Even though I found myself in the field of education, literally everything that I have done, authored about 5 books, 5 training manuals. My bookstore has so many resources that are educationally inclined. And all of that was because I found myself in that field, but I was able to carve out a niche by using the experience and the resources and the skill set built over the years to carve out my niche. So now I have a beauty spa, I offer a med spa, I offer so many business opportunities, but I also offer education. Education is the center point of everything that I do, including my nonprofit that I sit on the board. You know, I chair the board, and most of the resources that we offer is just targeted towards educating, raising awareness, just helping people have a different mindset. So that is how I was able to merge finding and carving. Some people just find a niche and they plug in, and some people just literally have to go in there and carve it out, make it their own, like I have done. I had to carve out a niche that allows me to create a blueprint that I now sell as a franchise program. So carving out was something that my creative side allowed me to do easily. So guess what? Purpose, alignment, personal gifts and talents, all of those things working together to make me a niche expert. Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, so another thing is, let's break it down. You pick an industry, right? You pick an industry where you know that you have an interest. And it's not just your interest based on trends, what your friends like, what your mama like, what your papa like. Those things are good. A lot of times we found that children always toe the line of their parents. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's what we call legacy. However, if you're one of those people who has to make your own way, like I had to do, I had to literally pave my way in my niche and the industry that I play in. It wasn't anyone ahead of me who had to show me the way, or even in the industry that I'm in, I didn't really have some type of blueprint to mimic. No, I wrote the blueprint of HD Pro Global because of the vision that I had in mind and the things that I also had sitting in my arsenal that allowed me to carve out that area. So I was able to pick the industry, which is the beauty and medical industry. Being a science nerd, or all of the things that I was and I ever will be, sort of brought me to this day. So it makes sense. It's come full circle for me. Then the only thing is, I now went on to say, now that we have a niche, we have a product, we have services, we have to identify our audience and our clients. That is so important. Remember when I said earlier, you are not for everybody. And I know some people want to believe, oh, my product can serve everybody, everybody can take it. Sis, bros, come, true. You're not for everybody. Even if your product is 1 cent, trust me, it still ain't for everybody. So you have to identify your audience. You have to know who your people are. Find your tribe. And the way to find your tribe is by having a clear messaging, having your mission and your vision statement whereby people can connect to you. People want to connect to something that resonates with them. That is it, period. Now, build your blueprint, whatever your blueprint is. Let me tell you an example of what I mean by build your blueprint. I built the blueprint of my brand from, started out with services, and then I went on to adding on education. And that toolbox kept on growing. Now we have a business-to-business arrangement. We have resources that allows us to cater to businesses directly and also allows us to continue to serve our client community. So we have our blueprint set up where we have products, services, education, and business opportunities. That's our blueprint. I had to build that over the years. So you have to build your blueprint as you go along and leaving open the opportunity for you to pivot. Oh, pivoting. If 2020 did not teach us anything, if it did not teach you anything at all, remember this one lesson. From my own lesson book, you have to learn to pivot. That means you have to stay flexible. Flexibility is super important because if you're not flexible, especially in business, and you have your mind set up in a specific way and you're like, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it. What if that plan fails? Not because you're failing on a whole level, you're not failing on a cellular level. Let me break it down that way. But just a little bit of a glitch here and there would require you to pivot, That is very important. Whatever plans you're writing for yourself, whatever blueprint you're mapping out, don't make it too airtight, set in stone like the 10 commandments that Moses got, whereby, don't make it set in stone. I mean, it has to be a working, ever-evolving document or ever-evolving plan that allows you the ability to increase your capacity and grow and keep up with the ever-changing world that we're in. That is why you gotta stay flexible. Finally, mind program yourself. Mind program yourself to become a walking, talking mascot. Like, forget it all. I know that there are brands whereby we don't typically see a mascot, but when you think about any big brand out there, they have what we call brand ambassadors. There's a reason why they have adverts and they have people play, role play, and do different things. That is because when it comes to human interaction, our minds help us to make a decision before our bodies actually begin to move in the direction. So before people decide to patronize or work with you, they have to actually tell themselves in their minds that this is something they want to do. So you also have to mind train yourself to be a walking, talking example of what your messaging, your mission, your brand, your niche is about. If you're a beauty professional, you can't step out looking a hot mess. I'm sorry, I cannot say this enough. If you're selling body like you cannot have your body looking a hot mess. Not that anyone expects you to be perfect, but they at least expect you to be a representation to a certain extent of what it is they're trusting you to provide for them. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope it has really helped you. I will be right back in a few seconds to bring you guys Ask Dr. OJ. I have an interesting question that was sent to me. Be right back. Hi, so I'm back with this segment, Ask Dr. OJ. I get a lot of questions every day. By virtue of being invited to guest feature on podcasts, different shows, interviews, and things like that. I'm sure you guys have probably seen quite a few features of me, publications on my social media, just online. I mean, if you Google my name, not to kind of blow my horn, there's quite a few things out there of publications that have featured me internationally and locally. Now, this is one question that I found really interesting, and that's what we're going to feature today. And this question came from She Shines Podcast. Shout out to She Shines out of Austin, Texas. Oh my God, this lady's amazing, amazing podcast. You need to go check out their podcast, bottom line. Now, the question was, what does community mean to you? That was just one thing they asked me because they're a community-based podcast. So, and this is my answer why. I can't say it verbatim the way I answered it, but I can just tell you from my heart that community means people who believe and trust you to align with what you're doing and support what you're doing. And basically, I also understood over the years and now more recently that it's very important for me to find my tribe. And I don't have to find them because all I have to do is continue to engage and do the things I do to add value, and I attract them by virtue of just who I am and what I stand for. So that is what my community means to me, just people that I am able to add value to them. And in turn, they return the value by just either placing a demand on the things that I offer or just supporting and loving on me unconditionally. That is what my community means to me. And I'm so glad for the community of Dr. OJ Speaks. You guys have been amazing the past couple of months that we have come on air, and you have been supporting and loving on us. And we cannot but say thank you for all that you've done to make this platform all that it is. That is Dr. OJ Speaks today. That is Ask Dr. OJ question for today. Don't forget to send in your questions, because guess what? We might just give you a shout out and answer your questions on air. Until next time, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us this week.